After relocating from Cleveland, the Toledo Crush make their home debut against a loaded, championship-bound Baltimore Charm. Next.
We are the best team in this league. And we're going to show it today by ground and pound and beating them into submission. They say, help me up. I say, hell no. Put your foot on their throat and don't take it off, even if they turn purple. Today is our day. Today is our day of reign of terror on this league. This is a dream that you've been waiting for.
We are in Ohio, the heart of the country, for LFL Football Night. Hello, LFL fans. Mitch Mortaza joining you alongside Bobby Huco. A little bit later, Amanda Worley down on the field. Bobby, here we go. LFL Football Night, the Toledo Crush, the Baltimore Charm. We saw the Charm on opening night struggle. We have not seen the Toledo Crush. In fact, they make their franchise debut tonight in Toledo.
Absolutely. A lot of questions surround this team. The only known factor is all fantasy running back and cornerback Tamar Fennell. She plays at a high level every time she steps on the field. The new coach is Ben Kelly, a former New England Patriot. A lot of unknowns there. I talked to him early in the week. He's going to try to take some heat off his rookie quarterback, Erica Hoffman, and give Tamar Fennell, the veteran, the ball early in the game. It's going to be fun to watch how they show up tonight.
That would be a key for a first-time starter in Erica Hoffman. On the other side of the ball, as we mentioned, the Baltimore Charm have really struggled coming out of the gate at 27-12, a devastating home loss to the Jacksonville Breeze. In talking to head coach Gary Clark earlier in the week, he mentioned that a few of her star players did not show up in that game that had great games in 2013. People like Kim Jack, the all-fantasy defensive end, completely absent against Jacksonville. Heather Hudson, who was a key on that offense, also did not show up against Jacksonville. And then Morgan Spencer. Look, Morgan Spencer has the keys to this offense now that Angela Rippon is not there. She needs to show up on game nights. We'll see if she can do that tonight. And that'll bring us to kickoff. Up next, you've got the Toledo Crush versus the Baltimore Charm. Kickoff is next. We are back to Toledo, Ohio for LFL Football Night, and now we go down to the field with Amanda Worley.
Guys, I'm down here with Toledo quarterback Erica Hoffman. Erica, your first start tonight in the LFL. What emotions are going through your head?
Nothing but excitement. Our team has worked so hard up until this point. We've been waiting and waiting, and we just want to show Toledo what we're all about, show them what some real football is, and just prove all the doubters wrong.
Thank you, Erica. Good luck to you. Thank you, guys.
Mitch, here we go again. All the pregame hype about a rookie quarterback. Erica Hoffman, only 5'3", but she's got a gun. I'm anxious to see her play tonight.
And that is Morgan Spencer. Tamar Fennell back to receive. The Eastern Conference playoff picture should come a little more into focus after this game.
I know it's hard to do, but they're going to try to kick the ball away from Tamar.
That is a nice high kick. And Fennell will take it off the back wall, trying to get it over the 10-yard line, and gets out to about the 15. A decent return for the third-year running back now playing in Toledo.
Tamar Fennell, one of the best running backs in the LFL. Her stats are incredible over her career. As we mentioned earlier, Ben Kelly's going to give the ball to her early to take the heat off the rookie quarterback.
And that is the rookie quarterback, Erica Hoffman. Hoffman, one of 3 impressive first-year quarterbacks this offseason across the LFL. Sydney Cummings, of course, of Las Vegas. We got a chance to see Dakota Hughes of Atlanta. And tonight it's Erica Hoffman. Now Hoffman back in the shotgun from the 15. Early pass down the field. That is caught. Tamar Fennell on a go pattern just like that.
Wow, that is incredible. Ben Kelly lied to us. They shifted to a trips formation. She guns it down the field to Tamar Fennell. What a start for Toledo. You can't write it up better than that. Wow.
A tight spiral, a 35-yard spiral from Erica Hoffman to Tamar Fennell. And that caught the safety sleeping a little bit on Fennell.
Erica Hoffman as advertised. What a pass. Her first start. She throws a strike on the money on a streak pattern to Fennell.
And that was a look at Kim Jack of Baltimore, a little bewildered. Not a lot of people expected this start for Toledo, and that is Tamar Fennell. Fennell gets in from the 1. That'll be a 1-point conversion. And your Toledo Crush up 7-0 early.
Tamar Fennell is simply a wicked running back, destroying Jessica Johnson. Johnson had her on the 1-yard line, but she ran right through her.
And now the Baltimore offense will take over. I'm sure not expecting to be down 7-0 this early. Morgan Spencer, the much talked about Spencer this offseason, finally getting the keys to this offense after Angela Rippon moved on in free agency to Seattle.
Mitch, her stats right there, not good, 3 out of 11, but we saw her in warm-ups. She can throw the ball. She just has to stay poised in the pocket and use the arm that she has.
Baltimore opens with a handoff to TC Mesta on the left side. And Mesta goes for an impressive 10 yards on her first carry.
She's a really fast twitch. She's the key to the game tonight for that Baltimore offense.
Now let's meet those starters.
Allie Dickey, center.
Savannah Dickey at tight end. Jessica Johnson, tight end.
Heather Hudson, tight end.
Katie Ferguson, wide receiver.
TC Mesta, your running back. Morgan Spencer, quarterback.
We know TC Mesta is going to play solid. The quarterback, Morgan Spencer, has to play big, Mitch.
And that is Allie Dickey on the right side, breaking a tackle. The center, Allie Dickey, all 5'4", breaks it for a 25-yard run.
Allie Dickey in the backfield, just a basic sweep. Great downfield block and a great cutback by Dickey. Wow, 2 huge plays early in the game. One by Toledo, one by the Baltimore Charm. What a start, Mitch.
A lot of offense, something we haven't seen in the U.S. League that much, or at least early in the season. That's Gary Clark, the Super Bowl champion, longtime Washington Redskin, now head coach of the Baltimore Charm, and that's Dickey once again. Way too easy. And with that run, Baltimore actually takes the lead. That was a 2-point conversion, 8-7.
Great blocking up front by Ferguson and Hudson. Dickey in the backfield showing a lot of speed. That could be a good combination with her and TC Mesta. TC Mesta is more of the bullback, and that speed that Dickey has, that was awesome.
Now Erica Hoffman goes back to work. Ball at about the 15-yard line. Feeling good about themselves after that opening 35-yard bomb to Tamar Fennell, only to watch Baltimore answer with that Dickey 25-yard touchdown run. Now a 1st and 10 from the 15. Handoff to the new back, Mercedes Ephraim. And Ephraim will get about a yard on that carry. Heather Hudson on the stop. Ephraim part of a very speedy offensive group. Let's meet their starters.
Lulu Jackson, offensive line.
Sarah Rountifer, center. Jessie Lynn, guard.
Tamar Fennell, receiver. Mercedes Ephraim, wide receiver.
Heaven Rios,
Wide receiver.
Erica Huffman, quarterback.
We know what Fennell can do at running back. The key tonight is the rookie gunslinger, Erica Hoffman from Liberty Center.
That last carry, Ephraim lost a yard. Now from the shotgun under heavy pressure, that's Heather Hudson on the sack, a loose ball. And Katie Ferguson, number 11. This will be a touchdown for this Baltimore defense.
Great defensive call by Gary Clark. Heather Hudson off the corner, a corner blitz. A Cobra blitz off the corner. The rookie does not see her. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. She'll learn. She's going to see blitzes like that all night long. It's an easy blitz to read, but she didn't look. Right there, Coach Ben Kelly saying you got to watch the corners because you have a hot receiver coming off when they come like that.
Coach Gary Clark talked about placing some pressure on the rookie quarterback Hoffman. And as you said, Bobby, that was Heather Hudson coming flying out of the corner. And now Baltimore will go for a 1-point attempt. That's a handoff to Dickey. Again, Dickey now stopping and cutting inside. That'll be good enough for a Baltimore score and extend their lead to 16-7 here in Toledo.
Allie Dickey, known as a center. She's shown out tonight as a running back, Mitch.
Dickey, one of those components they wanted to step up in this game. alongside Heather Hudson, and that's a look at Coach Ben Kelly. Obviously talking to his rookie quarterback, making sure she's not too startled. This is a big stage. She's never played under the LFL lights, but she's one of those impressive rookies that aren't normally startled, with great poise in the pocket. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Dakota Hughes in Atlanta.
Well, we'll see. She might be rattled. That blitz, she didn't see it coming. She was blindsided. So now, after talking to the coach, we'll see how she reacts.
And now we've got our first penalty of the night. And that looks to be possibly a delay of game on Toledo.
Have offsides on the offense, number 9. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And that's our first call of the night. That was an offside or delay a game. Toledo late in getting into their offense. Obviously, that is something to expect with a rookie head coach, offensive coordinator, and a rookie team nonetheless. That's a handoff to Fennell. Fennell on the left side. She'll go for a yard on that carry. Kim Jack, the all-fantasy defensive end, on the stop.
Kim Jack, known as one of the standout defensive ends. Again, she didn't have a first game with any success from the outside, but right there going head-to-head with Tamar Fennell. That's how you stop her, though. Gang tackle her. First person hits her, then everybody's got to swarm around her. Great play by Jack.
That is one of the things this Baltimore defense is looking at as a possible spying of Tamar Fennell. Katie Ferguson lining up, who just scored on that fumble recovery, now under heavy pressure again. That time coming from Kim Jack. Jack, known simply as Blanca around the league, the Street Fighter character. And now we're going to meet the Baltimore defense.
TC Mesa, linebacker.
Katie Ferguson, middle linebacker.
Blanca at defensive end.
Heather Hudson, corner.
Jessica Johnson, defensive end.
Tashana Gaines, safety.
Allie Dickey, safety.
You said it, Mitch. The heart of that defense is Blanca. Kim Jack coming from the outside. She has to play big and stop Tamar Fennell for Baltimore to have any chance tonight.
Now, you got to be good to have a nickname like Blanca, be an actual cartoon figure.
She doesn't look like a cartoon figure. She plays like that cartoon figure, though.
I've never played the game before. I'm more of a Madden guy, but I'll take your word for it.
Absolutely.
And we've got a timeout on the field. I believe this was a Toledo timeout. Looking at a 2nd and 14 from their own 11-yard line, and down 11 points after that impressive start. You cannot go down to the playoff team like Baltimore. You've got to think you got to spark up some offense here.
You have to, and like you mentioned before, they're going to be coming out the rookie quarterback all night long. All kind of disguises on defense, all kind of blitzes like we saw with the corner coming off the edge. Erica didn't even see Hudson coming, got destroyed and caused a fumble. Great call by Gary Clark and his staff.
Don't expect that pressure to let up. Obviously, a lot of blocking assignments need to be had for a new offense like Toledo. And you can count on Baltimore just pinning their ears back here. And here comes that blitz. A quick dump off to Lulu Jackson, the tight end. And she's off to the races, and she'll score. That was a 39-yard pass from Erica Hoffman.
Mitch, that answered all our questions right there. They came with a jailhouse blitz. Watch this, 5 people come in. It's a hot receiver. She's looking right at Lulu. Lulu makes a great read off the blitz. You can't block 5 people. Man-to-man coverage, nobody covered Lulu. Great call and read by the rookie quarterback, Erica Hoffman. Wow, what a start for Toledo.
And you gotta love some of the names in this game. Lulu Jackson, a perfect name for a tight end from Toledo.
Lulu looked great on that. A great call again by the rookie QB.
And that's Tamar Fennell taking it in for the extra point. And Toledo now down only 2 points. Fennell, a great running back, as you said, impressive numbers again last year. Kind of a home run hitter. And we saw that from the first play from scrimmage.
Well, she's dangerous anytime she touches the ball. As a kick returner, running back, receiver. one of the best that ever played in the LFL. That's why a lot of times tonight you'll think you'll have to throw the ball, but no, just hand it off to her and she can explode like lightning for a touchdown. But let's go back to the rookie quarterback. What a start, what a read against the blitz. Gary Clark called a full blitz on her, she read it. Saw the hot receiver, Lulu, for 6 points. Wow, I cannot believe this start by Erica.
Hoffman, an impressive 2 for 2 to start. And now Spencer going back to work. Fakes the handoff, trying down the field to a streaking Katie Ferguson. And Ferguson just drops that ball.
Katie Ferguson, you have to help out your quarterback. She's struggling. Great pass here by Morgan Spencer. Plants the back foot, throws it on the money. Should have been 6 points for Baltimore.
Morgan Spencer needing every break she can get. We talked to her about her confidence level coming into tonight.
Losing the game against Jacksonville was actually a blessing in disguise. It made me realize how much harder I have to work as a quarterback on and off the field. I have to work on my accuracy, agility, and speed to make this a winning team.
As an ex-quarterback, I like her confidence. Her throw right there was perfect. She looked good in warm-ups. This looks like a different Morgan Spencer tonight.
Now a handoff to TC Mesta. The power back going for about 6 yards. Ephraim Mercedes on the stop, and now we get to meet the Toledo defense.
Megan Brown, defensive end.
Lulu Jackson, defensive line.
Jessie Lynn,
Linebacker. Karis Hood, linebacker. Mercedes Ephraim, defensive back.
Rami Olenzak, defensive back.
Tamar Fennell, defensive back.
The face of that defense is Tamar Fennell, the all-fantasy cornerback, Mitch.
And now the handoff to Allie Dickey. Dickey, the former center, getting a lot of work at the running back position. She'll go for about 8 yards on that carry.
Mitch, Allie Dickey's turned into an impact player here at running back. We're used to her up front, but watch the blocking. She gets great blocking, but look at her cuts. She cuts like she's been a starting running back in this league for 2 years.
That'll move the chains for this Baltimore offense. A lot of offensive fireworks through 1 quarter of play as we approach about the 1 minute mark. Morgan Spencer looking comfortable in the offense early after struggling against Jacksonville in the season opener. Now a 1st and 10 handoff, this time to Heather Hudson. Hudson and Allie Dickey, the 2 spark plugs for this offense.
Twin set, they pulled Jessica Johnson in front of Heather Hudson in the backfield. She put her hand on her shoulder, followed her like a veteran running back, and got a solid 7 yards there, Mitch.
A great running game early here by the Baltimore Charm. TC Mesta, the power back, but then we've seen a bit of Heather Hudson and Allie Dickey as we approach the end of 1st quarter play. Morgan Spencer under center. That looks to be a design draw to the right by Morgan Spencer, still on her feet, all the way down to about the 3-yard line. What a run by Spencer.
That's where Morgan Spencer can kill you. She's such a great athlete. That was a design quarterback sweep. They pulled the tight end in front of her, and she showed her athletic ability.
And that will bring us to the end of 1st quarter play. Baltimore up 16-14. Erica Hoffman in this new look Toledo crush. Impressive early. Back to LFL football night here in Toledo, Ohio. And before we get started, we go down to the field with Amanda Worley.
Guys, I'm down here with Toledo head coach Ben Kelly. Coach Kelly, an impressive start. Rookie coach, you have a rookie quarterback. What are you going to do to ease into the LFL?
We're just trying to get everybody comfortable right now. We got to tighten up the D a little bit, but the offense is looking solid. We just got to work out some kinks on the defense.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you. Guys.
Ben Kelly, surprising with 14 1st quarter points. We didn't know what that offense was going to look like. He not only looks good at offense, but he's a sharp-dressed man too, Mitch.
Now the ball at the 2-yard line. Shotgun. Morgan Spencer finding Allie Dickey in the flat. And that'll be good for the touchdown to Dickey.
This is a different Morgan Spencer at quarterback. Watch the poise. She escapes the rush, stays poised, hits Dickey in the corner of the end zone. She looks great tonight compared to how she did the 1st game.
They are purposely rolling her out to give her a little more time to throw the ball, as there is a bit of pressure coming up the middle from that Toledo defense. Now a 1st and goal extra point play.
She not only looks good, Mitch, but Gary Clark is starting to learn LFL defenses. He is mixing it up, handing the ball, throwing it to everybody on offense. Baltimore looks good tonight.
And now Morgan Spencer doing a bit of traffic control, as Heather Hudson apparently wasn't lined up, and there is the flag. That's going to be a delay of game on Baltimore.
She took too long. Got to look at that clock all the time. She tried to get the set right. She should have probably called timeout.
Delay a game on the offense, 5 yards, retry.
And that'll back up the extra point attempt from about the 6-yard line. Coach Gary Clark can't be happy about some of the early execution errors.
Not at all. You know how important the extra points are, Mitch, and we talk about it every week. You can't have penalties like that. It's so different trying to go in from the 1 than the 6.
As you said, the ball on the 6-yard line now. Morgan Spencer under center. This will still be a 1-point attempt, but that's Allie Dickey at the top of the screen. And that looks to be a false start on Baltimore.
Total lack of discipline by the Charm.
Encroachment, number 2 on the offense, 5 yards, retry.
For as good as they looked this whole game, Gary Clark's got to be going nuts right now. That's 2 bad plays. They're back on the 13-yard line.
Now the handoff, this time going to Heather Hudson, finding a crease on the left side. And despite being backed up with 2 back-to-back penalties, Baltimore converts.
Heather Hudson has proven she's a legitimate running back, following her blocks. Look at that cut outside after cutting inside. She deserves more touches. She's got a tremendous upside at running back. Wow.
An explosive weapon for this offense. An offense that went 6 plays for 35 yards on that drive. And Baltimore up 10 points once again. It appears every time the Toledo offense scores, Baltimore seems to answer.
There's a lot of holes in that Toledo defense. It's holy Toledo out there.
I knew that was coming, but I thought it'd be more the 3rd or 4th quarter. But Bobby popping it in the 2nd quarter. Erica Hoffman under center. That's a quick dump off to Fennell. Fennell, nothing but green grass in front, and is going to walk into the end zone.
What a read again by the rookie quarterback. A great call by Ben Kelly, knowing they're going to blitz. Look at this. There's the blitz. Nobody goes with Fennell. The great play against a blitz is hit the screenplay to your back. Nobody out there. Another great call, great play by the Toledo Crush.
And the Crush now pulling to within 4. The number 10 rank, that is the worst ranking in the league, hanging tough with the number 5 ranked Baltimore Charm. A Charm team, once again, that was 1 play away from a Legends Cup appearance last year. So a very impressive debut game here for Toledo. Now a 1-point attempt just deflected in the end zone. And our score will remain Baltimore 24, Toledo 20.
When you have a punishing running back like Tamar Fennell in the backfield, 1 yard extra points, she should get it every time. Ben Kelly, so far, great calls. That one I'm not sure about, Mitch.
Now Baltimore taking over once again. This has been a back and forth game. You usually don't see this type of scoring from a Baltimore team that's more of a concise running attack. But now having to keep pace with this Toledo team. Ball at about the Baltimore 15-yard line. From under center, that is a handoff to Heather Hudson on the left side again. Nobody there. And this is a bit of firework of offense. And that was a 35-yard run by Heather Hudson.
They line up Hudson at tight end. Everybody goes to the right. Inside handoff to the left. Now watch her speed, outrunning one of the fastest players in the LFL, Tamar Fennell. Heather Hudson doing it all tonight. Mitch, give me a marshmallow. She is on fire.
Heather Hudson, who would have expected this? Certainly an all fantasy type wide receiver, but tonight getting it done on the ground is Heather Hudson. Now Baltimore lines up for a 1-point attempt. Spencer from the shotgun. They're actually going to go for a 2-point attempt here and just shorthands it. That was intended for Allie Dickey.
Not much there. They came with a full blitz. She tried to roll out, but big penetration by Toledo. Didn't get anything on the ball falling back, and no points for Baltimore on the extra point.
A great way to answer from Morgan Spencer in Baltimore to that Tamar Fennell 35-yard touchdown. And they answer with their own 35-yard touchdown to Heather Hudson. What an amazing offensive game here, Bobby.
Mitch, we talked about it in the pregame. We knew Baltimore's offense, but it was never this potent. Gary Clark's got this team playing hot right now. They got to be playing together. And then who knew Toledo would be this explosive with this young gun at quarterback?
That young gun under center now. Gonna look to throw on the right side to Tamar Fennell, and just couldn't get enough arm under that. Fennell was about 3 yards behind the defense.
Another great read by Hoffman. It could have been, it should have been 6 points again for Toledo. They came with the blitz. You got the speed of Fennell outside. She was there, as you mentioned, wide open. She just couldn't get her the ball.
That'll set up a 2nd and 10 now from the Toledo 15-yard line. A crucial drive for this Toledo team. The way Baltimore is playing offensively, they've got to try to keep pace.
Are you sure this is an Eastern Conference game, Mitch? This looks West Coast to me.
Now a 2nd and 10 play. That's a handoff to Heather Rios. Nothing doing. That is the all-fantasy safety to Shauna Gaines, coming in with like a bat out of hell on that play.
You watch, there's a little bit of a disconnect right there. Too much stalling, a lot of time to get the ball handed off. You got to blame that on Rios.
That was a loss of 3 yards to Shauna Gaines, one of the veteran players on this team, coming into her 3rd year with Baltimore. She lost her other safety counterpart, Opal Jones, this offseason to retirement. So she is now the leader of that secondary. Erica Hoffman now from the shotgun. Again trying the right side, but sacked by Heather Hudson. Hudson now getting it done on both sides of the ball.
As a QB, you have to have that clock in your head. They're coming with blitz. You got to get rid of the ball right there. Almost another fumble, which would have been another 6 points for Baltimore. The rookie's going to learn that when they come like that, at least throw the ball away because you have no protection.
Now the ball at the 3-yard line. And Ben Kelly's offense facing a 4th and 22. You have a 4th and 22 call in that playbook.
You know what? With her arm, you actually do. You do a trip set. With Fennell at receiver, you throw it up there, you got a chance.
Now 4th and 22 under center, and we've got a penalty. Now this could be another delay of game on Toledo. They seem to be having trouble getting the play in from Coach Kelly to Erica Hoffman.
Well, a lot has to do the previous play. Coach Kelly called her to the sideline.
Delay game on the offense, half the distance, remain 2nd down.
A lot of teams do the hand signals. When you bring her to the sideline, it takes a long time to run back into the huddle. And then on top of that, the QB's got to watch the time clock. You got to see how much time's on the clock.
You expect a bit of that with a rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator. Now you have a rookie quarterback. But that is the 2nd or 3rd delay of game on Toledo. Now a 4th and 22 from the back of the end zone. And that's Jessica Johnson with the tackle and sack. And that'll result in a fumble. I'm not sure that wasn't a fumble in a touchdown recovery.
It sure looked like it, Mitch. Again, the rookie quarterback looked rattled. Let's see it right here. She dropped back, throw it. She's trying to throw it. The ball's out. That's a fumble. Should be another touchdown for Baltimore. A rookie mistake there, Mitch.
Absolutely. Jessica Johnson off the edge. It looked like the ball was loose before Erica Hoffman hit the back wall. That really should have been a fumble and a score for Baltimore.
The rookie's got to get rid of the ball. Again, you have to have that time clock in your head. You know that you're going to get heat. At least get rid of it. I know it was 4th down. She wanted to make something happen, but they got lucky. Baltimore should have had more points on the board. I can't believe the refs missed that. That wasn't even close. It was a fumble.
That'll extend Baltimore's lead by 2 more points. Now 32-20. And Baltimore will take over at their own 15-yard line. And this is where it becomes dangerous for Toledo. This defense has got to step up. Otherwise, that Baltimore can blow this one wide open.
No, they have to, Mitch. You're absolutely right. They have to have one stop here.
And now a handoff in the backfield. That is Lulu Jackson. And Jackson, who scored earlier, now exploding off the edge, and that's Heather Hudson for a 7-yard loss.
Watch Lulu Jackson. She's an up-and-comer, coming in, exploding into the backfield. That's what they need to stop Baltimore. But Mitch, you mentioned about the score. If somehow they could connected, Toledo could have connected to Fennell for that touchdown, it's a ball game. Now, Baltimore's got a chance to make this a 3-score game.
Now a 2nd and 17, and this crowd sensing the tension. Ball at the 8, and Morgan Spencer just losing her footing. Carisse Hood there to just tap her and get credit for that sack.
This Toledo defense is stepping up on this drive. This is what you have to do. Get the ball back into your rookie quarterback's hands so they can get within 1 touchdown.
Now a 3rd and 22. That is Savannah Dickey. And Dickey all the way down the field. Spencer just not having the time to find her. And that'll be our 2-minute warning. Jessica Johnson and this Baltimore defense coming up big. Back to LFL football night in Toledo, Ohio. And a Toledo team that is down 12 points. But an opportunity for this defense now as they have Baltimore backed up all the way to their 3-yard line.
Mitch, this is just what the doctor ordered. For Toledo's defense to step up at this time of the game is big.
Now a 3rd and 22. That's Lulu Jackson just licking her chops. Inside handoff to Heather Hudson, not able to get away from the defense. And Hudson will only manage 3 yards on that carry.
Sarah Roundsford, the defensive end, could not be fooled twice. That's the play that broke for a touchdown earlier in the game, but she stood her ground right there and stopped Hudson for only 3 yards.
And now a vital 4th and 19 for this Toledo defense. Ball again at the Baltimore 6-yard line.
Interesting call here. Do you let her throw it, or you try the ground game, which is getting big chunks of yards every time they do it?
They'll have to pick up 19, and they're not going to get it here. That defense is swarming, and that's Heather Hudson. Cannot find an opening, will actually lose a yard as the tackle was made by Tamar Fennell, the all-fantasy corner.
You can't go around Tamar Fennell. Outstanding play. The Toledo defense stepped up. Now they get the ball back, a chance to cut the lead down to 1 score before halftime.
This Toledo crowd loving the debut of LFL football night. And Erica Hoffman a chance to do something special here. Down 12 points in this game with 1:16 remaining in the first half.
They have the ball inside the 10-yard line. This is a big series here for Toledo.
Hoffman under center now, trying to just get rid of the ball under heavy pressure again by Heather Hudson. Is that Heather Hudson or Lawrence Taylor?
Tell you what, it looks like LT tonight. Off the edge again, the rookie's got to get rid of the ball. She got lucky, but she's got to know that heat is going to come. Looks like she took a shot to that shoulder, the throwing shoulder. That's not good, Mitch.
Yeah, she is definitely favoring that throwing arm as it's just dangling right now, and you got to worry about that being possibly a dislocation as LFL medical staff tends to Erica Hoffman.
Tamar Fennell is the backup quarterback. Now, I don't know much about her as a thrower. I know she can run. I hope they don't let her throw the ball because she hasn't warmed up and she's got to be cold, but she is the quarterback.
Tamar Fennell, the all-fantasy wide receiver. And we've got another penalty here.
Dead ball. Delay game. 5-yard penalty. Remains second.
That is now the 3rd delay a game on Toledo.
Ben Kelly, they got to be prepared. You know, you don't want it to happen, but when your starting quarterback goes down, you have to have your backup ready to go, and they're not ready. Fennell wasn't ready. And then look, she's got her elbow up, though. That's a good sign, Mitch. It doesn't look serious if she can lift her arm that high. Let's see what Fennell can do at quarterback.
Fennell not known as a passer, obviously. An explosive wide receiver, a running back. We'll see if they run a bit of wildcat. No, she's going to try to throw the ball. An ill-advised pass. That's Katie Ferguson. And Ferguson with a monster first half defensively.
You have to question that call. Fennell comes in cold. You have her throwing the football. She gets picked off on her first pass. She's the top running back in the LFL inside the 10-yard line. Put her in the shotgun, let her run the ball. Katie Ferguson has a nose for the football tonight. Already a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Now an interception. She's a game changer tonight, Mitch.
Ferguson playing the middle linebacker position in Baltimore. So obviously very high expectations of that position. A certain guy by the name of Ray Lewis playing up the turnpike here in Baltimore.
Having a great game tonight. Now Morgan Spencer, a lot of time left in the half. They could break this game wide open with a score here.
And we've got yet another penalty.
Dead ball, delay on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Both offenses having problems communicating. And as you said, you're not seeing a lot of hand signals that you see around the league. Both quarterbacks seem to be going to the head coach offensive coordinator to relay plays.
You have to blame the head coach and the quarterback. That's discipline right there. You have to watch the game clock.
Ball now at the 9-yard line. Morgan Spencer under center. A little over a minute remains here in the first half. That's a handoff to TC Mesta on the right side. Nope, that's Allie Dickey. And Dickey goes for 15 yards.
I think they might be bringing this one back, Mitch. I see a flag out there.
And that's Erica Hoffman trying to work off that stinger that she suffered earlier. We'll get a medical report in a second from Amanda Worley. And that's a false start penalty on Baltimore, so wipe out that 15-yard gain. And now let's go down to the field.
Guys, I just spoke with the medical staff here, and Erica Hoffman did not dislocate her shoulder, just a minor sprain, and she is expected to return.
Great news for Toledo. That is huge to have her back in the game, especially with Baltimore taking this big first half lead.
And now Spencer back to pass down the field, just off the extended hands of Savannah Dickey. As you can see, they are not shy to test down the field.
Spencer looking good. I mean, that ball was on the money. If Savannah Dickey would have turned and ran instead of backing up, that would have been a touchdown. She backpedaled, which slows her down. The ball was thrown right. It would have been a touchdown if she runs after it.
And now a 2nd and 20, ball still at the Baltimore 4-yard line. And we've got a little over 50 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Spencer under center. That's a handoff to Allie Dickey. Dickey exploding, cutting back to the outside. And Dickey goes for 24 yards on that carry.
The way Dickey and Hudson are running tonight, Baltimore does not need a passing game. That's unbelievable. With 20 yards to go, a basic sweep, a great kick-out block on the corner, and Dickey turns it up for 24 yards.
And it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by Baltimore.
Basic block, great kick-out block. The corner should have come up quicker. Great running by Dickey. I cannot believe the way Dickey and Hudson are running tonight. Before this, all we talked about with TC Mesta. Tonight, it's the other two.
Certainly Baltimore fans used to TC Mesta's power run game. Surprised a bit tonight with Allie Dickey and Heather Hudson.
Still a lot of time. Clock's running under 40 seconds, but there's time for Baltimore to score.
A 1st and 10 now. Not sure why Morgan Spencer is just surveying the defense as the clock continues to run here on this Baltimore offense. Still no snap of the ball. Now a reverse. That to Savannah Dickey. Can't find an opening. And this is just going to run clock. And the clock's still going. Now we're nearing 10 seconds in the first half.
Bad ball management right there. As you mentioned, Mitch, there was over 40 seconds on the clock. They barely got the play off. Now they're going to run out of time.
There's absolutely no urgency here and no clock awareness by this Baltimore offense. And you've got to think that's going to be a wasted opportunity, a chance to extend that lead on the home team. We go down to the field now with Amanda Worley.
Guys, I'm down here with Baltimore quarterback Morgan Spencer. Morgan, you came within one play last year of the LFL Cup. It looks like you're in playoff form. Talk to me about the confidence of this team.
Well, it's definitely gone up since the last game. We worked really hard to get our defense and offense together. Losing by 1 point last year, it still hurts right now, like a dagger in our heart. And we're trying this year, we're going to make it up, and we're going all the way.
Thank you, and good luck to you.
Thanks.
Guys.
A confident Morgan Spencer despite that disastrous end, and a lot of offensive fireworks in this one. We'll be back with halftime festivities after this. Back inside the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio, Mitch Mortaza, Bobby Huco. And here we are, Bobby, 52 points, a record 52 points for the LFL by two teams that perhaps we didn't expect it from.
Perhaps Baltimore, because they have offensive-minded head coach Gary Clark, but certainly not Toledo. They haven't played a game yet. 2014, we weren't sure about Ben Kelly's offense, but they were very aggressive throwing the ball down the field. On offense for Baltimore, Allie Dickey had a sensational first half all over the field. As a second-year center, she looked great, as did Heather Hudson, also a second-year player. She had a sensational first half also. They're both small in size, but had a big impact on the first half.
And Morgan Spencer, the quarterback who's throwing them the ball. Let's talk about how are you rating the two quarterbacks through one half of play?
Morgan Spencer, 1 out of 3, not too good. She has to step up her game. She played bad in the first game this season. She's following up with not too good of a first half. Erica Hoffman on the other side, sensational for a rookie. 3 out of 6, 3 completions for all touchdowns. Wow. She was poised in the pocket and did not look like a rookie.
And that Toledo offense, nobody, as we said, expected 20 points of production through one half of football, led by Erica Hoffman, really. It was their defense that was their Achilles heel, giving up 32 points in the first half of this one. What's the difference in the second half, or what could be the difference?
Simply turnovers. Erica Hoffman got hurt in the first half. Tamar Fennell came on, and she threw quickly an interception. Not good. Hoffman came back. She got nailed, fumbled the ball in the end zone, put points on the scoreboard for Baltimore.
As we said, a relatively evenly matched game here. Let's look at the first half stats. As you can see, the big difference being those 2 turnovers, the fumble and the interception, and Baltimore's offense having a slight edge in overall yardage. And that'll do it for halftime festivities as the players are returning to battle. We have 16 minutes of football remaining. Kickoff is next. Back to LFL football night, and now let's go down to the field with Amanda Worley.
Guys, I'm down here with Toledo quarterback Erica Hoffman. Erica, a little bit of a struggle. You went out of play. Tamar Fennell came in, struggled, threw the interception. How are you feeling physically, and can we expect you back in the second half?
Oh, I'm definitely back. We just had a couple pre-game jitters. You know, we got the first half out of the way, and now we're just going to bring it the second half. So we're good.
Thanks. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Her quarterback rating in the first half, her first game ever, was 135. I don't think any LFL quarterback has had a rating that high in their first start.
And now Tamar Fennell to get us underway. A nice high kick. Allie Dickey on the return, out to the 10 already, finding a crease all the way out to midfield. And Allie Dickey contributing on offense and now special teams. As Morgan Spencer now is mic'd up, we get to listen in on her interaction with Coach Clark.
On that, you still got just a dump to TC too.
Well, I couldn't even get my body turned to throw it to Dickey. How was I going to turn my body all the way?
Look for it, though. I mean, it's just right there. Like, you're here and she's there. Just this. Tell them motherfuckers to block. Tell them to cut block before they go out into their down play. Get 9.99. Somebody's going to be the fuck open. Throw that shit into the end zone. Tell them to get a little wider split. When they get down, tell them to get a little wider split. But tell them to make sure they block their motherfuckers before they go out, okay?
That is great that they are developing a great coach-quarterback relationship. Just like Keith Hack and Heather Furr, the champions in Chicago. It's good to see those two talking like that.
Now a 1st and 10 from midfield. Now a handoff to Heather Hudson, picking up where she left off in the first half. That's Hudson on a 24-yard touchdown run. You gotta be kidding me.
I was just gonna say, watch this, a reverse to Hudson. Great call by Gary Clark, getting the ball in her hands, the way she's running. Great cutback. Where's the defense? It looks like Toledo's playing that Olay defense here in the second half to start out. Watch this cut there, boom! Breaks her ankle, great cutback block. Baltimore on the board, first play of the second half, wow.
And just like that, Baltimore up 18 points and now setting up for a 2-point conversion. Spencer under center, handoff to Mesta, and Mesta will walk in And that'll give Baltimore a 20-point lead here in the third quarter.
TC Meston, we talked about her earlier. She has a great motor. Good to see her in the game getting some touches. You can see why she's not getting touches, the way Hudson and Dickey are running. These three make a great combination in the backfield.
How many one-play drives have we had from both offenses tonight? That is another one from Baltimore, courtesy of Heather Hudson.
Did the Toledo defense know we start the second half? I mean, they looked great a couple drives ago. They pushed Baltimore back. One play, nobody laid a hand on her.
A lot of misdirection on that Baltimore offense. And a lot of young defenders on Omaha getting out of position. That's Tamar Fennell. And that'll give Toledo about 7 yards on that carry.
This combination of Tamar Fennell and Erica Hoffman at quarterback is potent. It could be lethal. Tamar Fennell's numbers: 2 receptions, 35 yards, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. A great first half, as always, for Fennell.
Fennell, one of those home run hitters. Neither pass to her very impressive from Erica Hoffman. She just made a play down the field. Now a 2nd and 3. Pitch left side to Fennell again, and Fennell getting depanced by Kim Jack Blanca.
Watch Blanca hit and shed the blocker. A good block, but she just sheds it. Breaks one-on-one to bring Fennell down like that. It's just awesome. 2 great athletes going head-to-head like locomotives.
And now a 3rd and 1 for this Toledo offense. Ball almost at midfield at about the 24-yard line.
Everybody in the house know who's getting the ball right here, Mitch.
Hoffman, and that's who it is. Tamar Fennell with a burst up the middle, and that'll give Toledo a first down as Fennell picks up about 8 yards on that carry.
Tamar Fennell is money. By her taking chunks out like that, the safeties have to come up to stop her from getting 8 to 10 yards, which is going to open up big time behind the safeties for Erica Hoffman to go deep.
Ball now all the way at the Baltimore 18-yard line. And with the shortened field in the LFL and the quick pacing of the offenses, 20 points is not out of reach.
With this quick strike offense, not at all.
And we've got a timeout on the field. Heather Hudson finding the end zone again. Back to the third quarter, and it has been a physical game tonight.
There we go.
A lot of scoring, Mitch, big plays, one-play drive. But when they hit each other, like I mentioned before, it's like 2 locomotives going head-to-head. A lot of bruises tomorrow.
And Toledo not backing down from this veteran Baltimore team. That's Erica Hoffman. Bad snap over her head. She manages to get the good recovery. And Hoffman goes for about 12 yards on that carry. And that could have been disastrous for this offense.
Hoffman is only 5'3" out there. She reminds me a lot of KK Matheny in Jacksonville, but the center snapped it way overhead. She has great athletic ability. In high school, she was a 3 athlete. She played basketball, softball, and cross country. She's an athlete. She showed it by making something out of nothing there, Mitch.
And you can see she's still favoring that right arm. It was just hanging when she was talking to Coach Ben Kelly. So obviously Hoffman not at 100% tonight after that stinger in the first half.
She took a big shot. I'm surprised she came back. All the weight was right on her shoulder in the AC joint.
Now a 2nd and 14. Dump off again to Lulu Jackson on the same play that she scored in the first half. Jackson finds the end zone.
Great call by Coach Ben Kelly. Watch this. They fake the tunnel screen. Again, the safeties go out. Nobody covers Lulu Jackson right down the middle. Touchdown, Toledo. They're back in the ball game, Mitch.
That lead now cut down to 14 points. And Toledo looks to be lining up for a 1-point conversion. Obviously, a 2-point conversion not doing them much good here with a 14-point deficit. Ball at the 1-yard line. Now Hoffman going to hand it off to Tamar Fennell, and Fennell exploding into the end zone. That'll cut the lead down to 13.
That is instant points right there. When you give the ball to Tamar Fennell inside the 5-yard line, I'm surprised they didn't do that early in the game. They tried to throw it. When you have a beast like that, just give it to her. She'll get 1 or 2 yards.
Now a 13-point ball game, a lot of time remaining. And as you said earlier, Bobby, both of these offenses have been quick strike offenses tonight.
I'm kind of surprised, Mitch, that Baltimore didn't have some kind of a cover 3 or a prevent to stop the big score, because they had a huge lead. Now, by letting them go with a little dump pass over the middle, no safeties there, they're back in the game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 15. Spencer back to pass. And a quick little pass in the flat, that to Hudson. And Hudson with that speed again getting to the outside. And still on her feet, pitching back now. Dangerously pitching back. And that looked like she was trying to get the ball to Savannah Dickey. And then Dickey fumbled. And then Allie Dickey recovers.
Heather Hudson, Mitch, she is having a just phenomenal game. Good poise in the pocket there by Spencer. She's stuck right there. There's 6 defenders around her. She simply outruns the defense, goes down, laterals the ball back. As a fumble, they get lucky, but she's always thinking to grab more yards for Baltimore.
That was an ill-advised pitch to actually Katie Ferguson. That's Allie Dickey. And now Dickey exploding for 13 yards on that carry.
Mitch, we're talking about the running backs all night, but up front, Katie Ferguson, Savannah Dickey, Heather Hudson, they're all blocking. They are controlling the line of scrimmage.
And we had a penalty on the field.
Hold, number 16 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
I was holding. Who was holding? What the fuck was I holding?
PC Mesta in disbelief of that call.
I don't blame her. It was a phantom hold call. It's a great run there by Dickey. Baltimore looking like they're going to take it in for points again, and they brought it back for a phantom hold by TC Mesta.
A 1st and 15 now. After that 5-yard holding penalty, that's Morgan Spencer dropping back, trying the right side just out of the outstretched arms. That looked like it was intended for TC Mesta, and she hit that wall pretty hard.
She took a shot. She went there full bore. The ball was thrown in a good position, but to make that catch, she would have to lay out and hit the wall. Very dangerous situation there for TC Mesta.
Now a 2nd and 15. Mesta asking for someone to come in as she was banged up against that wall.
We don't talk a lot about that wall, but it is very dangerous, similar to ice hockey. You have to know how to play against that, know how the ball comes off it, but with a passing situation like that, she dove right at it. That's very dangerous.
2nd and 15. Spencer back to pass. Quick dump off to Mesta, but not much yardage there, as Mesta will pick up only 2 yards on that reception.
Good poise again by Morgan Spencer. Nobody open deep down the field. She needed 15 yards, so she checked down, got the ball to TC Mesta, and she shot the bull. She thought she might be able to break some tackles, which she did not, but good choice by Morgan Spencer.
Now the Toledo defense is doing what they should be doing. Keep away from the home run ball and force this Baltimore offense to earn the points with an extended drive. We haven't seen much of this tonight. 3rd and 13, handoff. That's to Allie Dickey, and Dickey gains about 7 yards on that carry.
For all you young players out there, watch the twin set that Baltimore had. Receivers not only have to catch, they have to block. Great blocking by the receivers. Jessica Johnson, great downfield block, which opened it up there for Allie Dickey.
Now another one of those critical 4th down plays. Baltimore facing a 4th and 6 play. And you got to think, if you can extend this drive, going into the 4th quarter up 2 scores driving, you're going to be in a great position. So this is a vital 4th down coming up for Baltimore.
They're controlling the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't be surprised to see another run.
And you were going to have that run, Bobby, but we've got another penalty and yet another mistake for this offense. who's otherwise looked great with the home run play, but a lot of penalties.
Dead ball, false start, number 16 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Mitch, you're absolutely right. Before the half ended, remember that they had a problem with the clock. They didn't have to get the play off. They were going in for a score. Here again, they're going in for a score. Their mistakes are keeping Toledo in the ballgame.
That penalty again on TC Mesta. Now a 4th and 11 play, handoff again to Allie Dickey, and again on the right side. And Dickey picks up a 1st down. She only needed 11 and picked up 12 on that carry.
Allie Dickey showing that SEC speed to the outside. 4th and 11. They don't even think about letting Morgan Spencer throw the ball. They give it to Dickey, and she flies by the defense for a 1st down. Incredible.
A big 1st down for Allie Dickey in this Baltimore offense. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter here in Toledo, Ohio. And this Baltimore offense in full control. Back to LFL football night, 4th quarter action. And Toledo, Ohio playing Queens We Will Rock You as this Baltimore offense comes to the line of scrimmage.
This Toledo defense has to come up with a stop right now, Mitch. They let them in right now. This could be the end of the ball game.
Now a 1st and goal play. TC Mesta in the backfield, and she will get the ball on the left side, not even touched, as TC Mesta scores again.
There is no substitution for guts, and TC Mesta has a lot of guts. Basic sweep, nobody comes in, no penetration from inside. She goes in untouched. TC Mesta, it's good to see her getting a lot of touches after Dickey and Hudson have been controlling the game on the ground for Baltimore.
A great call to get to the outside by TC Mesta, especially against the Toledo defense that has been absent for most of the night.
The one good thing for Toledo fans, they are a quick strike offense. A lot of time left in this game. They have a lot of time to come back.
Now the 2-point attempt. That's Morgan Spencer on the left side, getting leveled. Absolutely leveled by Tamar Fennell. And you could see Morgan Spencer not happy. It does not appear they're going to give her the conversion.
I was so far in that fucking end zone. So far. It's wheels, baby, too slow. That's bullshit. That is such bullshit. You guys, you couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. My feet, both feet were in.
They are debating the call. It appeared from my angle that she was just short of the goal line. Although we did lose her against the wall a bit, so I'm sure they're going to look at this again, if not challenged by Baltimore.
How can't you like the toughness of Morgan Spencer? Coming in, she gets hit by a Mack truck and Tamar Fennell, and she just walks it off.
She has to break the plane, that's it. And you saw it. She broke the fucking plane, and then she hit the wall. She broke the fucking, you saw it. Why'd you do this? That's bullshit.
Coach Gary Clark not happy at all. And there it is. They're going to challenge the call.
Going to be interesting, Mitch. I thought she got in. She got leveled. They're saying she got leveled. The ball never crossed the plane. Coach Clark obviously thinks she got in, but we'll see.
That is the beauty of instant replay and technology. As the guys in the truck kind of get us another look at this.
Watch where the ball is. Right there, it looks like it broke the plane in my eyes.
It looked to me that the ball was just on the outside of the plane while her foot was down, which would mean she did not get in. Either way, a very close call.
I have never seen Gary Clark this upset. He obviously thinks it's a score.
Here's the call.
The call on the field stands. No good.
Bullshit!
Clark cannot believe it. I can't believe it. Look, in my eyes, like the ball crossed the plane.
That is horrible!
Coach Gary Clark needs to understand he's up 19 points here with a little over 7 minutes remaining, so certainly the destiny's still in their hands. Although you would agree that is a controversial call, and we'll see if this game comes down to an extra point conversion.
That shows you what kind of competitor Gary Clark is.
Now Erica Hoffman going to try to run with the ball, nothing doing. That's TC Mesta on the stop. A gain of about 2 yards on that carry.
They don't have to throw it up. I know they think they can score quick, but with Tamar Fennell in the backfield, there's still 7 minutes left in the game. She can break a score just as quick as they can throw a bomb. They don't have to go straight to the drop back passes just yet.
Now a 2nd and 8, ball at the Toledo 17-yard line. And if you're a Toledo fan, you're still in this game because Erica Hoffman has an absolute cannon for an arm, can certainly stretch the field. Now under center is Hoffman. Left side to Heaven Rios, and just overthrows the lanky receiver, who they're really big on here. Great speed down the field.
Textbook cornerback play by Allie Dickey, number 2. Heaven Rios could not get off the ball. They came with the blitz. The QB makes a great read. Erica Hoffman throws up the 9 pattern, but because she got jammed, Heaven Rios couldn't get open.
Allie Dickey, the biggest competitor on the field tonight, posting points offensively, has made several big returns on the special teams, and now coming up big defensively. As Toledo faces a 3rd and 8 now. Hoffman, quick dump off, that time to Tamar Fennell on the left side. Great open field tackle by Blanca. Kim Jack.
Great call by Ben Kelly. Get the ball in the flat to their number 1 back, Tamar Fennell. The only problem is she outran her blocking. She ran in front of the blockers instead of running behind them. Fennell looks like she has a cramp also, Mitch. That's not good news at this time of the game.
And certainly not on 4th and 3. If Toledo has any hopes in this game, they've got to convert here.
A real tough situation for the rookie quarterback. Her top 2 running backs are out for this play. It's going to rely on her gun and somehow to beat this Baltimore Charm secondary.
Ephraim Mercedes, the high-profile rookie running back, out with a sprained ankle. And we all just saw Tamar Fennell limping off. And here's your 4th down play. Erica Hoffman, that intended for the 2nd-year wide receiver Remy Olnazak. And incomplete, so Baltimore takes over on downs.
Olnazak complaining she got held up and held at the line of scrimmage, which she did. That should have been a pass interference penalty right there.
And now Baltimore up 19 points with the ball. And under 5 minutes remaining, they're definitely in the driver's seat now.
Under 5 minutes, and the way these 3 running backs have run the football tonight, there's no doubt they'll keep it on the ground and grind out the clock.
And this is interesting. That's Morgan Spencer lined up at the tight end position. And Heather Hudson at quarterback now. Gonna take off with it on the left side, wide open. Great seal block by TC Mesta, and Hudson is in the end zone.
What a run by Heather Hudson, a quarterback draw. Where's the Toledo defense? Nobody touches it. There is a hold right there that opened up the run for Hudson. They're going to bring it back, but Toledo's defense has called it in.
Block in the back, number 18, 5-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
And what happens when you flank out your quarterback and ask her to block down the field? She blocks in the back.
And they hold, exactly. You never put the quarterbacks out there to try to block. Great call by Gary Clark, though. Got to hand it to him. He's calling an outstanding game tonight. And Heather Hudson is having a career night running the football all over Toledo.
That penalty sets Baltimore back. Now it'll be a 1st and 15 ball at the Baltimore 23-yard line. And obviously this offense in no rush to get the ball underway. That's an inside handoff to Katie Ferguson. And Ferguson, the big contributions defensively, now coming up big on the offensive side of the ball.
It's amazing how Coach Gary Clark has revamped this entire offense, utilizing all players on both sides of the ball, letting them touch the ball on offense. Last year, they had no innovation on their offensive system. This year, his play calling is so much more developed because he studied and had 1 year in the LFL going against the top teams.
Baltimore definitely looking as they would be possibly part of the elite in the East with this performance tonight. Spencer under center, again the inside handoff, and again a lot of turf in front. That's, guess who? Heather Hudson, a 15-yard touchdown, and that'll pretty much be the nail in the coffin for Toledo.
Heather Hudson, inside trap play. They have a trip set out to the left. Nobody touches her until she gets inside the 7-yard line, spins in the end zone. Poured it on now. Baltimore and Gary Clark look like they might be in the Legends Cup this year, Mitch.
They are looking impressive, but a bit of caution. This is against a brand new Toledo Crush team. Certainly not the Jacksonville Breeze and definitely not the Atlanta Steam.
So what you're saying is you don't think they'll get by those two teams?
Not at all, not at all. I think Baltimore is a really sound ball club. And now a little shovel pass to TC Mesta. Getting back to your question, Bobby, no, I think Baltimore could play with Jacksonville or Atlanta. They are definitely the elite teams in the East, as Omaha is struggling. And obviously Toledo is a brand new ball club.
TC Mesta is a total team player. She's a great person to have in the locker room, a great leader.
An emotional leader on that roster, and we got her mic'd up tonight.
I do it for you guys. I love your fans. Cleveland, Toledo, wherever the fuck we are.
Just a personality, having a lot of fun tonight, knows they've got the game in control here. And Baltimore definitely now sending a message to Jacksonville and Atlanta, I believe.
You can see the whole personality of Baltimore. They look together. They're playing great on offense and defense. Having a lot of fun when you get to win.
A quick screen pass to Tamar Fennell, and that'll fall incomplete.
I like to call a quick tunnel screen out to Tamar Fennell. Just get the ball in her hands and she can score from anywhere on the field. They're down 27. I don't think they're really going to win this game, but that's the person, the player that can do it for them.
Obviously, that gap is a bit large. So now all you have to do is work on execution, get some reps, especially for a younger team like Toledo that has not had a lot of time together as a roster. And specifically, head coach, offensive coordinator Ben Kelly having problems communicating tonight with Erica Hoffman, the quarterback. And that will bring us to the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter as Baltimore and Morgan Spencer in firm control, up 27. 2 minutes remaining, and we've got Tamar Fennell mic'd up.
No good, bitch. We don't want none of that. Let's go. Let's go. Good job. Okay, I'm kind of concussed, so. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you that hard.
You know what I like about that, Bobby? That is a leader, irregardless of that scoreboard. She wants to keep the morale of this team up. And next week, we head to Las Vegas. It's the Vegas Sin hosting the Chicago Bliss. What a Western Conference matchup. That should be a fun one to watch and call as the Western Conference getting tighter and tighter. Now a 2nd and 10 shot down the field to Heaven Rios. And Rios having a hellish type night.
Mitch, I can't agree with you more. Outstanding pass by the rookie quarterback, put to right on the money. It looked like it was going to be heaven, and it turned into hell. Yes, it was I mean, I can't even believe Baltimore let him go deep like that. Great pass by the rookie gunslinger.
And you can see Erica Hoffman still favoring that right arm and just letting it hang off the side. What a trooper to fight through that pain tonight and having a very respectable debut here in the LFL. 3rd and 10 play, that's going to be intercepted on cue. She throws an interception to Kelly Ferguson. Folks, like I said, this is not scripted. Otherwise, I would be a better broadcaster. And we've got a fight here. A little bit of the frustration setting in for Toledo as they're starting to look at that scoreboard. And for Baltimore, cooler heads, they move on. A pair of big matchups coming up for them, the biggest one being August 16th.
I'm going to tell you, she made the right read. It's a blitz. You're just going to get enough air. It got deflected a little bit. She made the right read. The ball got deflected. Not the young quarterback's fault. Got picked off. Big turnover for them. Baltimore gets the ball, but she made a great read. Rookie quarterbacks don't do that. She's been doing it the whole game.
And Hoffman absolutely favoring that arm. You kind of got a feeling that she couldn't get all the mustard into that throw, but still fighting through the pain. And now we've got another running back, this time TC Mesta lining up at the quarterback position. And direct snap that time, there it is. Mesta on the left side, still wheeling. And she'll pick up 6 yards on that carry.
It's the same play that Heather Hudson scored on. Lines up in a quarterback position, drops back, like she's going to pass, but it's not. It's like a quarterback draw. It just gives everybody else time to get underneath and make good blocks. A good play, runs the clock down. Gary Clark is calling an outstanding game tonight, Mitch.
Now that was going to be a question of mine. You're up 27 points in this one. How much of your offense do you want to show to the Atlantas of the world, the Jacksonvilles in the Eastern Conference? Don't you want to keep it rather vanilla and save some of those components?
Well, you're absolutely right, but the way this team is gelling, you want to keep that flow going, and they can't be stopped tonight. I don't think they're showing their entire offense, but everything they call seems to work.
That's TC Mesta again. And Mesta gets 7 yards on that carry, but I believe we've got a penalty on the field.
Got a hold, number 2 on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
That's a hold on Allie Dickey. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, back them up to about the 14-yard line.
Mitch, you got to hand it to this Baltimore club. They lost Opal Jones to retirement. Angela Rippon went to Seattle, a quarterback controversy, and Kelly Campbell left, and yet they look way better than they did last year.
I think the primary reason might be an entire offseason under Coach Gary Clark. And he's been able to install his entire program. And now we've got a fumble. That looks to be Sarah Rossenfer from Toledo recovering. That was just a bad snap, it looked like.
I know they're up 27. Totally a bad snap. She pulled out early. That's the quarterback's fault. You have to ride, especially on a running play like that, you have to ride with the center. But I know you're up 27, but these are where the little things that championship teams don't do. I know it's not the champion, it's not the playoff, but it's good structure to focus on little things at the end of games when you're winning this big.
Now Toledo taking over from their own 16-yard line. Very important to have some kind of momentum going into your next game, and a score here certainly would do that, especially for this first-year, first-game quarterback. Now Hoffman back to pass. The deep ball on the right side to Tamar Fennell. Once again, Hoffman showing that arm strength.
I can't believe Baltimore is not in a prevent defense. That's a score they played on the first play of the game. They bring the trip set. They do a wheel rattle on the outside. Fennell gets behind the secondary again with her speed. A great throw. No signs of that shoulder injury by the young rookie quarterback. She put it on the money. Almost another score for Toledo.
That'll set up a 1st and goal as the clock continues to run. We are nearing the 1-minute mark of this game. And as I said, a score here should definitely lift the morale of this locker room in Toledo. Now the handoff to Tamar Fennell. And Fennell not getting much there, and perhaps a yard. As the clock continues to run, we are inside of 50 seconds.
The rookie quarterback, Erica Hoffman, she comes from a little town here at Liberty Center. Mayor Max Fetterman loves her. A lot of people here from the city are here. In fact, one day they will give her the key to the city, he said. She's one of the most popular people there.
I'm curious, who else is popular in Liberty Center?
He mentioned, in fact, I think he might have been with him, the hot air balloon pilot award winner, Tim Grissom.
I know Tim.
He's good.
Big poster in my bedroom.
They race a lot. In fact, Liberty Center, I'm serious, is the home of the hot air balloons.
2nd and goal. A lot of hot air in the studio. And that is Tamar Fennell. And that should be the last play from scrimmage as we are winding down to under 10 seconds. No hurry from Toledo. And that'll do it. Toledo drops to 0-1, while Baltimore moves to 1-1. And a great bounce-back game for this Baltimore squad that opened the season with a big loss to Jacksonville.
Mitch, a very entertaining game. Coach Ben Kelly, Gary Clark, very entertaining. A 27-point win, but they look good.
And now let's go down to the field.
Guys, I'm down here with Baltimore wide receiver Heather Hudson. Heather, you were personally a scoring machine tonight. An impressive look at this team. How do you feel you compare with the other elite teams in the East?
I feel we're number one. I'd say bring it. You know, the first game that we had, obviously, you know, was a fluke. We had a lot to learn on, and during these 2 months in between our first game and our second game, we worked our ass off. We worked really hard, and this is a big turnaround for us.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys.
What a game by Heather Hudson and Allie Dickey in the backfield. Incredible by both of them.
Baltimore 1-1 after an impressive win. It was a night of offensive fireworks with Erica Hoffman. Then it was all the Baltimore defense as they win big. For Bobby Huco, Amanda Worley, this is Mitch Mortaza, and we will see you next week on LFL Football Night.